Welcome to Grace on Fire, supporting one another in bravely creating with wild abandon that which sets our hearts on fire. And I am so fortunate and so blessed and so honored to be sitting here with Ian Bowdish. He is a 43-year-old father of 2 beautiful children, and I have met his children and seen his children and love his children, and beautiful is an understatement. And they're young children, and he is also a serial entrepreneur. So let's give a warm welcome to Ian. Woo! Ian, our paths crossed a couple of years ago. We're not sure if it's 2 or 3 years, but it's been a while at Toastmasters. You came into Toastmasters, and you have been a profound leader in our Toastmaster community. You're the president, I know that. You, in profound president, really has taken our club up several notches. And I would love for you to share with us what brought you to Toastmasters. What has it done for you?
Well, first I want to thank you very much for having me here today.
You're so welcome.
Toastmasters has had a profound effect on my life. Profound effect on my ability of even being a father. I walked into Toastmasters to clean up language. I found that I was using profanity in a lot of my presentations, in a lot of my recorded speeches, and I came into Toastmasters to clean it up. The sad part about this is I can count on my hand the number of times that I'd heard about Toastmasters in my life. And I come from an educated background. Both of my parents have master's degrees. I have a bachelor's, actually from here at the University of Utah. And it was sad that I had so few times heard of that organization. So I showed up there to clean up my language, and I had no idea how impactful getting up in front of a small group of who they really come to be good friends of yours. Good friends of mine. You get up in front of them each week, you get to grow, but the leadership skills that you develop upon doing so. I was fortunate enough, right when I joined, I jumped in with both feet. I took over the presidency like you had mentioned, and I've really just been going with it from there. And I truly enjoy it and love that program, and I want to endorse it for others. I think that it's such a great way not only to network, but to grow, to become that leader. And yeah, I owe a lot to Toastmasters.
And we are so lucky to have you in our club, and I'm glad to hear that, because I didn't know you had been doing some speeches and talking before Toastmasters, because he steps into the club and we're all like, whoa, he's not a beginner. This man has skills. He is a speaker, and he is a powerful speaker, and he's got a message to bring to the world, and we were just grateful to have you, and you've stepped up, and you have really moved our club into a great direction, and your influence has been a powerful impact on our club, and we're so grateful for that. And I know, I mean, I've heard a lot of your speeches.
Yes.
And I have enjoyed Ian's speeches beyond belief. I mean, and whenever he's speaking, everybody is inattentive, and they're very interesting. You bring so much, and you bring, I mean, you'll change shirts, and I mean, you just bring so much with the props, and he's not just a talker. He is an excellent speaker, and I know that you've actually won competitions as well. We were in competitions, and you beat me. So, but it was good because he moved on, and I'm just grateful for this man in my life and in our club and in the world. And I wanted to bring to light one of the speeches you had talked about overcoming addiction, and I'm just wondering if you would be willing to share with us some of your personal battle with addiction and what steps you've taken to overcome this in your life.
You know, thank you for bringing that up, because addiction is a big part of my life. It's been a part of my life since I traced it back to when I was 15 years old, and I still remember the time that my addiction kicked in for money, and how that's gone on through the other decades of my life. And for me, it reached a head with the drugs, to be honest with you. And I had a best friend come to me and pull me aside and say, look, you're out of control in your life. You need to make some changes. And unfortunately, I've been raised and our society looks upon, if you've got a good job, you're progressing, you don't have a problem. We see the ads on TV, the Bud Light ads, everybody's partying and you got lots of girls in a pool and all this great stuff when you're drinking. So I thought, since I had multiple homes, multiple cars, multiple motorcycles, I didn't have a problem. So when this, I think in my own mind I did. I wasn't living the life that I knew I was. I wasn't being the person inside. But according to the rules, well, I was playing within the rules, the societal rules. So I was fortunate enough to find a program called Narcotics Anonymous. Within Narcotics Anonymous, it's a 12-step program. Those 12 steps are really steps that everybody in realms of life, even people that don't have problems with addictions, with drugs, with money, with sex, with any of the different things that can create some negativity in their life, gives you great things to look at. It has you look at your character defects. It has you find a higher power. You know, so it's a spiritual program, not a religious program, but a spiritual program. It has you make amends to people. We all make mistakes and cross people wrongly in life. Even sometimes with us holding anger towards them, it gives us the ability to let go of a lot of these things. Things that we don't teach in our schools. Things that weren't taught to me, getting all the way through college levels. I didn't learn these things. Maybe I missed the class, I don't know. But Narcotics Anonymous brought it to my life, so I am a lot of people are shocked that somebody wants to come out and say, hey, I'm an addict. But I am an addict. I'm an addict for everything in my life. I drink too much coffee. I'll tell everybody around, I drink too much coffee. But it gives me the ability to take those 12 steps, look at them on every area of my life, and just live a better life. So tackling addiction is really important to me.
Wow, Ian, it's just, I'm inspired. I'm actually inspired. And I have been actually. I've been toying with doing these 12 steps. I don't have any. I mean, I've had my own addictions. I had a food addiction when I was younger, and I think that we all have some level of addiction in our lives. For some reason, I was able to overcome that through actually just thought. I was with a counselor, and the counselor said to me, "Well, what's the thought you think just before you either overeat or you know," and I said, oh, geez, I've screwed up. I ate one too many green beans, or I ate one too many pieces of sugar or something, and then boom. So then I would go off onto my thing. But yeah. I think and then when I got that, I just never told myself that anymore, and it just disappeared in my early 20s. But I think we all deal with, as a human race, as human beings, we get attached and addicted to things, and to go through and talk about that program, and I've seen that program in other people, it does inspire me as a way to really clean out anything that's operating inside of us that is disempowering or blocking our light.
Yeah, you give me chills in saying that, because it absolutely does do that. It absolutely does do that.
And to know you, Ian, and to know the powerful man that you are and the impact you make on the world, I can see that working that program, and it sounds like it's an ongoing thing.
Oh yeah.
Oh
yes.
And I think that's what it is. Isn't it ongoing? Life is ongoing.
It is, because we can literally work those 12 steps, hop out in my car in traffic, get cut off by somebody, and throw out 20 expletives about that person. But if I really stop myself in that moment, go back to what's in my program and say, what if that guy's wife is in the hospital and he's on his way to see her at the hospital? I should let him in. I love this analogy, and this is how it was taught to me. When we get in an elevator and you brush past me and your hair goes in my mouth and we bump shoulders, we both say, oh, excuse me, oh, pardon me. Yet we get in these vehicles of 3,000 to 7,000 pounds, and all of a sudden, you coming in front of me or merging with me turns into expletives and anger and me wanting to drive into that person.
Yeah.
So 12-step programs, I think, are critical for everybody.
Yeah. Beautiful, beautifully said, beautifully spoken, and here you are, a shining example.
Thank you.
Of that.
Thank you.
You know, you've described yourself as a serial entrepreneur, and I mean, my goodness, that when you say that, it just grabs the attention, because serial and then entrepreneur together. Can you describe it, what that is? And
a serial entrepreneur basically means that I cannot go to work for anybody. I have a tough time with authority. Since I was a child, I have a tough time following the rules. So naturally, I just became an entrepreneur. No matter what I started as a job when I was younger, I wanted to work my way to the top. And then once I realized what the top was, I wanted to go further. I wanted to be that owner. I just didn't want to be the foreman of the site. I wanted to own the company. And so I've been on that constant pursuit in the entrepreneurial endeavors really since college. Doesn't mean to say I haven't had jobs, because I've had, like all entrepreneurs, we fail, we amass debts, we make bad investments in companies. So I haven't been completely away from jobs, but I am a serial entrepreneur. Absolutely love it. Currently, I'm in network marketing. I think if you look at the industry of life of where we're at, social media, the explosiveness of the internet has just opened up so much opportunity for entrepreneurs, for anybody that even wants to be an entrepreneur. Yeah, so I like to call myself a serial entrepreneur.
I love it. I love it, and you know, as you're talking about it, I think maybe I'm a bit of a serial entrepreneur myself.
Yes,
Because
yes.
I don't, maybe I have to look at my authority issues, maybe I've got some, because I have worked some jobs for other people, but I have pretty much my entire life has started off, well, I started off, you know, selling stationery around the neighborhood and raking people's
Yes.
yards and mowing
Yes,
lawns
where it
and stuff,
starts.
and then through college I had a hot dog cart, and I just moved on through there, and I have been a business owner my entire life, so
You fit the role.
I've never heard of it, but you describe it, and I'm like, woo, wow, maybe. I love it. I love it, because
Yes.
I know that what you have to give is so powerful that you don't want a ceiling of, you want to be able to move as high as you, and as far as you want.
Yeah, absolutely. And with that, that's not just for the financial gains of it, though, but it's to provide opportunity.
Yes.
You know, you mentioned earlier that I have two beautiful young children, and I appreciate you saying that. They're 5 and 7 right now. Being an entrepreneur and in multi-level marketing or network marketing, which is what I do, I'm given so much time with them. And I see so many moms at all the field trips I get to go to, but so few dads.
Yeah.
And I'm so blessed that my kids get to have both parents there. I just love the industry for that. I love the fact that with the internet, entrepreneurs can get into business on so many different levels. It's not just network marketing, but you can go to garage sales and put stuff on eBay. Anything that can be bought and sold, you can get on the internet and buy it and sell it. So anybody that wants to be an entrepreneur and do their own thing, such as set up a beautiful studio like this and start promoting videos, promoting other people, I mean, that's outstanding stuff. That's being a serial entrepreneur.
Yeah, I am. Yeah, now I know. Now I know.
It's a good thing.
And you have to have, you know, Ian, I know that there is, for people to be in business for themselves, you do need a certain quality, human quality in you to do that. And I know a little bit about your network marketing company because I purchased the product. I had it for a couple of years.
Yes.
And I'm going to tell you, I love them. I absolutely love them.
Thank you.
And there was a little point in there where I stopped. Remember that?
Yes, yes.
And I'm like, a few months later, I called Ian up. Can you put me back on auto ship? Get these babies coming to me because I'm you know, I want to. It's important to me. It was the product that I do purchase through your company is the beauty cream, and it's a face cream, and it's an anti-aging cream. And to me, it's just important for me to take care of my skin the best that I can. And I'm always looking for the best product. I'm always looking for the botanicals. I'm always looking for, I mean, if I'm going to put something on my face, why not put what's out there, what is going to be the best anti-aging beauty product that I can find. And that's what I found with your product. So can you tell us a little bit about the network marketing? I mean, I know there's been some pros and cons that people have in their mind about it, but tell us from your point of view.
You summed up the very beginning of it for me, is that you're being able to purchase great products through friends. Through a friend that you can call up and say, hey, this isn't working for me, I'm going to take some time off. we made it work, we did the best thing that was for you, and we bring great products to market that way. But we do it through friendships, through the people we know. Through now, by you supporting me, and if you enjoy the product, you typically go on to share it with your friends. And then that becomes part of my network. And that's what I really love about this industry, is the relationships that I've been able to foster and grow and share a great product with. It opens up an opportunity for a lot of people. And I really truly believe that with the advent of the internet, the explosion in network marketing, the ability for anybody, no matter their background, whether they've been a criminal, no matter what their race is, sexual identity, creed, you name it, can come into this industry and be successful. And there's no limitations. It's strict based solely on the products that you bring to market, and then the relationships that you're able to form and get those products to market. And I can't say enough about the fact of, if you don't cap people based on, you know, whether they're a woman, a man, like I said, the color, and they just have the same opportunity to succeed, that's a fair game. I like that game. I like to win. I like to be number one in that game. Don't get me wrong. But I like that game.
Oh, yes. And yeah, I love how you express that. That's beautiful. And I want to give you a chance to maybe talk a little bit about the company and the products that you're so passionate about, and that I can be a statement. I've been using them far before I was even imagined having interviews of people and highlighting you. So I authentically have been using it for quite some time now. So would you like to tell people about that and where they can maybe connect with you to get that product?
Absolutely, absolutely. First and foremost, I chose a company called Nerium. They sit in an anti-aging space, which is an explosive space. It's the biggest space in beauty to be in. And a tattooed biker that rides a Harley is the last guy that you're probably going to put in an anti-aging skincare company. But I saw it as the opportunity. I next looked, for me, leadership was important. So I chose a company that Jeff Olson founded. He's still the CEO of. That was important to me. The third thing that was of any importance to me was really the compensation plan. That's kind of like getting a job and not worrying about what you're getting paid, but more of the ability that the money will come. If you go out and do the right things, provide the right value, bring good products, build good relationships, I just believe that the money will come. We happen to have a great comp plan. But my recommendation is to anybody watching this, whether or not you choose Nerium, whether or not you choose to join the organization that I have, get out and look at network marketing. Like I mentioned earlier today, the advent of the internet, social media, get involved in something, even if it's just a plan B, so that on a day that somebody comes in and does pink slip you at your job, you've got something that you've been working on part-time that can now feed your family, that can now pay your bills, or become something that you choose to grow. I've got people on my team that just want to make some extra gas money for to and from work, pay some bills, get some free product. And then people that want to chase the 7-figure income. You can do it at any level, but I would suggest anybody, look at the companies, look at the products, find something you can endorse and believe in, find a company that's got good leadership, kind of stands for the same morals and background. The personal development alone that you get through joining one of these companies and what they endorse is worth the investment. And what do you have to lose to have a plan B?
Yeah, absolutely. If anybody wants to purchase your product as a customer, or if they want to be interested in maybe becoming an investor in that, how would they get in touch with you?
They can get me at ianbowdish.com.
Okay, Ian, IANBOWDISH.com. It's www.
Yep, www. I forget to
say
that.
Are you on Facebook?
I am on Facebook. Anybody can find me on Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter. I'm on all the social media platforms, and so yeah.
Okay.
Easy guy to get a hold of.
And an easy guy to be with, and an easy person to work with, a joy to work with. Ian will feel like a dear friend from the moment you talk to him. He's down to earth, he's real, he's got a huge heart. And Ian, thank you so much for coming and honoring us with your presence, your energy, your light, your love, and sharing so bravely everything you have shared. So appreciate it.
Good. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And have a beautiful and blessed day.